Then you've got leopard, which is I'm linking this a bit to martial arts.
Yeah.
Tiger is like this, and leopard is like this.
How come?
Yeah, I don't know, Chinese. It seems that this, it looks like more like a leopard claw than this, which is tiger. And but it also, yeah, it also.
The leopard is known to be like also.
Yeah, leopard is like a small, you know, leopard.
Leopard is a solitary tiger kind of.
Yeah, it's like a big cat
It's a
with
big cat.
round spots.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. You know, there are only, I think, 10,000 or 15,000 tigers in the world, but leopards they're like 500,000 because it's the animal. Yeah, it's the animal that most avoids human beings.
Oh.
He's a very solitary tiger.
Yeah, you don't see them around, and so it's full of leopards around, but we can't see them.
So it's like that.
Yeah. Well, for the Chinese, this could be a leopard for a kid.
He's not
Yeah.
outgoing.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that, yeah. He could be like reserved.
Yeah. A gorilla
Oh.
is something different. It's like this
Oh.
because it's all about this, and it's short legs, and the tail is up.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Good.
Yeah.
and it's different to the other monkey, which is like
Yeah, the monkey's kind of.
yeah. And then, for example, you have birds as well. Birds. You have birds which are all
Flamingo.
yeah, flamingos are standing on one foot. Yeah. So they're like that all the time, or maybe like that, and and if they get tired, they change feet. Is try and be small.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Yeah.
So they're trying to get small and.
They didn't get that energetic on this one.
And it's checking around, and you'll never see something interesting about mice. Is you'll never see them in the middle of a room. You'll see them cross the room quickly, but if not, they're always here.
Right.
On the side, right? So that's interesting. You tell a kid, okay, be a mouse, and yeah. First, he goes small. You start playing within the exercise. Okay, be a mouse. Small, energetic, electrical, and then against the wall all the time, right? So it's trying to, yeah? Right. But then, yeah, exactly. But then you have to bring that to some character which, mouse-like character, which is a human being. When in the process you bring him or her from that small thing that he created at the beginning, which was a very small mouse, completely nuts or whatever, against the wall, to a mouse-like human being, and yeah, there's a process, but he has to end up with that energy in this type of situation, right? So he might end up like this. And talking like this and moving really fast.
Yes.
And yeah. And maybe even sticking to the wall as well. So, and he's a mouse, right? So
cute sticking to the wall.
yeah. So, and he is a mouse.
Have you seen an elephant?
An elephant? Yes.
How would that elephant look like on stage?
On stage?
Very heavy, walks slow.
Very heavy, walk slow. It has a
trunk.
So it could, what that is, and then suddenly it does.
Wow.
Right? So, and it's really slow, okay? but the feet and this, and you could speak to the karate teacher about the elephants because he has this thing.
Yeah.
He does this and that, and then he does something like this and that, and then something like this. And this is elephant pose.
Yeah, even the littlest kid.
And he does that, and you can see the elephant. It's amazing. It's like part of this land.
The salute. Those little guys are
Yeah, the salute. Yeah. So yeah, elephant. I guess if you have to, for example, I'm in these two squares, right? I have to go to that square, that square, this square, this square, right? I could actually do this, right? But I wouldn't be an elephant, right? So an elephant would take so much time to pick up one foot and place it on the right. Right? So every step would be an earthquake, right? So the whole body goes into action there, and he's got this huge trunk, and he's going all over his body, picking things up, and getting it in his mouth, and doesn't necessarily. If, for example, you've decided to use one of your four extremities for a trunk, right?
What happens with the other one?
Yeah, you know that you can't
put it as a foot.
As a foot, right? Exactly. Because if not, it'd be a 3-footed elephant with a trunk, and we don't have 5 extremities, so maybe use it as a tail, right? Or maybe get it out of the way. And just go to town on the energy of becoming the trunk and portraying these two heavy things that come down. So yeah.
So jackal is basically a kind of sneaky. He's what? What's the
He's a trickster.
Wow.
He's a cunning animal.
Yeah.
He's a cunning animal. He's represented as a cunning animal.
Yeah.
And he's a small.
He's small.
Camel.
So he'd be like maybe to get away from the elephant, which is like this and 2-legged, and from the tiger, which is 4-legged and like this. Maybe something in the middle, close to a human being, with 4 legs but 2 in the air, and acting as if he was actually touching the floor, but he's not. But it doesn't matter because it's a code that we respect, and maybe he moves and stops, and smiles like and then moves again, and maybe he's like more like a dog. Sorry?
Fox is a...
and he's cunning. So some of the animals, or most of the animals, we can bring from humans a lot of stuff into them, right? Apart from trying to become them and then trying to bring animal stuff into human characters, we can bring a cunning animal. Yeah, there are people who are like me. So laugh all the time, and I'm not going to do anything to you, but don't turn around.
Rabbit?
Rabbit.
Rabbit is basically...
Rabbit is, yes.
Ears and hopping.
Yeah, it would be more like... maybe we want to do his ears.
Oh yeah!
Nice!
Right?
Yeah.
And just... and he's... all the time. Right?
Yeah.
So
you just need a kid with strong legs.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of physical work with acting. It's all about the body. And what's important, the body is a tool. So bodies should be in perfect working condition.
They have to warm up and have to be fit.
Warm up, they have to be fit, they have to be well fed, they have to stretch, so they can do stuff, right? There was a whole wave of acting where, for example, where I came from, all the actors were like, we're actors, so we're all smoking pot, and that takes us into a new dimension, and we act so good. And it was, no, you're into acting, you practice Tai Chi, martial arts, and get to know your body so well that if you have to, whatever you need to do, you can do it. And you can't, because an actor that is not prepared his body for physical work.
And also the mind, right?
And the mind, mind and body for physical work. But mind is always going to be there, right? But the body is the tool, is the means by which we portray and we show an audience what we want to tell. So it's no use having an actor act out really great character and halfway through switch off completely because his body is not letting him do it, or he's tired, or he's... So you have to be physically trained.